What's up players, it's Chad from Tech Let's Plays here, bringing you my review of the brand new Dishonored game. Now today I'm just going to be talking about the pros and cons and then eventually give the final verdict of whether I think you guys should buy the game if you're unsure. So I'm just going to go through a list here and list off a few things that I've noticed about the game. So first off, one thing that is very noticeable is that when you complete the game you'll realise that actually there wasn't so many hours of gameplay in there. I completed it in 9 hours, others have completed it in, I think there's an average of around 15 hours, and so DLC is definitely needed, I think, and I really want some DLC because I really want to play this game over and over and just sort of play new parts of this game, and so expect a full playthrough of between sort of 8 and 15 hours. However, the brilliant thing about this game is that there is so much variation, and this is its key selling point in my opinion. There is so much variation in the gameplay. You can be stealthy, you can kill everyone, you could kill no one, you could take out the main targets lethal way, like you could literally kill them, or there is a non-lethal option for all of the major targets, and it really is, a hugely dynamic game with so much variation, and that kind of makes up for its short game time, is because you can be as slow as you want and you can go off and you can find all the runes, which you use runes to level up your powers, or you can you can find everything and you could do all the optional side quests, or you can just you can do the main quests and you can rush through it in a sense, as you could sort of rush and just kill everyone you see on sight, and it really makes an impact on the game how many people you kill and in what manner you kill them in, because it goes towards a chaos score, and in the final mission, based on all of the other missions, it will say high chaos, low chaos, or medium chaos, or whatever, and that'll be how many enemies are in that final mission and how much harder that final mission will be based on everything you've done up until that point, which is a really, really awesome feature, and it really makes you think about what you're doing, which is, again, a key selling point of this game, is that you really concentrate and you really think, and it is so incredibly fun. Now the graphics, on the other hand, are a little bit, there's been some mixed reviews on the graphics, and basically they're average, alright? They're not revolutionary, but at the same time they're not like really bad, like 20 years behind or whatever. They're just, you can see them and it's fine, but I don't really think that matters, and there is a fix for 360 users. If you install the game onto your hard drive, then the graphics improve slightly. But sort of contrast to the graphics, it is a very, very arty and a very stylish game, and it is really awesome with excellent lighting, and it really makes up for the fact that perhaps the textures aren't so graphically up there. Just the game as a whole looks really, really good, whereas maybe details are pretty washed out and blurry and whatnot. There is a great main dialogue and great voice acting to pair with that. However, one problem I do have is that the dialogue is very, very limited for people like guards, who literally, when you make a noise or whatever, they'll say the same sort of things, and when you're overhearing them, they're going to say the same sort of things, unless they're saying some sort of story section. For example, they always talk to each other about having cigars and whiskey after their shift, and whether they're going to get their own squad after this is all over, and it's kind of, at the beginning you don't notice it so much and like, oh, that's kind of funny, but then towards the end, you've heard that so many times, and like when they're trying to chase after you but they don't know where you are, they say the same sort of things over and over, and it's not quite, it'd be nice to have a few more different dialogue options for them. The maps and the missions are absolutely amazing. One of the powers is Blink, and it allows you to sort of teleport from place to place, and that is brilliant. In these huge sandbox maps, you can go up to the really tallest buildings, and you can also go, swimming in the sewers right below everything. There's huge maps that you can explore, and tons of different entry routes to the missions and things like this. And again, it helps with the variation in the gameplay, because you can possess a fish and swim under, or you can just take to the skies and just climb all over the rooftops to get there. The badass powers, like literally, it makes you feel like such an amazing assassin. There's powers that allow you to teleport, possess rats, slow down time, create wind is simply amazing, and it really provides for an awesome gameplay experience where you feel like the ultimate assassin. So that's pretty much it. I mean, I have a final rating out of 10. I'd probably give it 9.5, and that you definitely need to buy this game, because even though perhaps the graphics aren't revolutionary and it's quite short, the gameplay alone is just amazing. It is simply incredible. I definitely urge all of you to buy it. So if you found this review helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you click that like button and also add it to your favourites. Let me know in the comments what you thought of Dishonored, and I'll see you in the next video.